Welcome to Thoughts in the Glass podcast. I'm Latoya.
And I'm Kendra.
And this is a weekly podcast. We share our unfiltered thoughts and opinions on a variety of topics.
So sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink, and join us on a conversation of real, raw, and ridiculously funny commentary.
Period. Every week we do a drink of the night. Kendra, what's the drink tonight?
Tonight's drink is a Cranberry French 75. Very easy to make. You're going to use 1 ounce of gin. Of course, we're doubling it. But so 1 ounce of gin, a half an ounce of simple syrup, a half an ounce of, it's supposed to be cranberry syrup. We just use cranberry juice. And then you're going to top it off with 2 ounces or let the spirit lead you of sparkling champagne or champagne or sparkling wine. What we did garnish it with a little bit of glitter and then a sugared rosemary stem.
Cheers.
Cheers to the new year. Mm-hmm. That's tasty.
It is tasty.
Mm.
Nice and festive.
Yeah.
The last drink of the
I
year.
know. No days missed.
I know,
year.
we did
really
good. We did that.
Good. Check that.
Period. How was your week? How was Christmas?
The week was good. I was off. I've been off.
I know.
Ooh, I've been off, child. So we did get to go see the zoo. Like,
oh yeah, I did.
We went to see Santa Claus.
Okay.
If you follow me on social media, I put the collage up of me and the kids. What else did we do? We went to see my parents. Of course, like our regular stuff. We went to brunch at my parents' house. We went to his grandfather's house just to have like a little bit of dinner. That night, Stranger Things came out, so Janae had one of her friends over.
And they watched it?
They watched it. So
I didn't watch it yet.
I made pot roast, mashed potatoes, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, and mac and cheese. And then I got a creme brulee cheesecake from Wegmans.
Okay.
So they was having it.
This was Christmas night?
This is Christmas night. So, of course, I'm tired. So then now she has wrangled Davon into watching Stranger Things, so they stayed out.
So is he fully caught up, or he just watched this
care.
most recent season? Okay.
Not even the season, this most recent episode. So he's supposed to be watching it. She's like, you could get all. Now, mind you, he's working. She's like, you could do all of the seasons by Christmas Eve. I mean, New Year's Eve. I was like, he don't even watch TV on a regular basis.
Yeah.
He ain't finishing nothing.
He like, I'm just here to support you in this moment.
Okay. So, and that was really it. We just kind of been chilling. Like the weekend was really chill. So I'm ordering because I do have some things that I want to start working on. So some things that I'm getting ready to order. I'm ordering me a ADHD cleaning routine book. Okay. So that I can start like not overwhelming myself. So like yesterday, what was it? Friday. I cleaned the bathroom. Okay. So I want to clean I want everything clean by the new year.
Of course.
So I cleaned the bathroom, like deep cleaned my bathroom. So then I was like, all right, now I need a nap. I can only do so much, right? So I'm like, having this book will help to like mark off what needs to be done throughout the time, the week. And just starting off with that routine, because like to the point of like doing the windows, making sure the window sills are clean, like deep cleaning the laundry room area, and making sure the machines and the dryer is clean, like all that stuff. Like he moved in in March. It's still boxes that ain't unpacked.
Pause for a second. Okay.
So it's still boxes that's not unpacked, and I'm like, get this shit up.
Yeah.
It's driving like to the point where he went and ordered some stuff like to organize his shoes, and now the shoes are in the new organizational thing. While we still got empty boxes in the room. So I want to take the time to get all that stuff done. So of course this is what you all are saying. This is on Christmas Eve, I mean, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Did I do it? Do on the next episode.
The plan is to have it all done before New Year's Day.
Yes.
Roundabouts. Oh, before New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going into New Year's with a crazy looking space.
Okay. Well, y'all keep bringing your prayers.
Keep me prayed up. What about you? How was your week? How was Christmas?
My week was good. I've really been on vacation. Well, I shouldn't do the air quotes. I've been on vacation mentally, right? Because I'm still doing the things, but I have kind of mentally checked out from always having to be productive, if that makes sense. So I spent a lot of time with family. I spent a lot of time just sleeping in, laying around. I did a little bit of cleaning up too, or straightening up, I should say. Let me back up. Christmas was nice. We went to my aunt's again. I said to my family, you know, I don't think it's fair that my aunt has become like the designated person. I mean, it's fine if she wants to open her house up to that, but most of us are adults now. We don't have any little kids in my family. When I say little kids, my nephew is 2, and then my younger cousin he'll be 6 in February. Everybody else is older than 18. I'm talking 20, 21, 22, 30, you know, so the expectation that you're just going to show up to somebody's house and eat, we're past that. Everybody needs to start contributing. It shouldn't be on her to have to purchase everything, cook everything, host, you know, and I know she doesn't mind doing that, but I think that we all as family need to step in and say, hey, it's not all on you. But anyway, we were at my aunt's. I did say that to my family, so some people did contribute, whether it was giving money or bringing something. But it was a good time. We had fun. Food was good. We played the game, that viral game that's been on TikTok with I don't know if these people are Japanese or what, but it's like say the word on beat. So you've seen it where it's like dog, 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 log, 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 log. Yeah. So we did that. That was fun. What else did we do? We played one of my favorite games, which is Incoherent. I'll show y'all a picture of it and y'all can look it up. But it's basically the phrase is in gibberish, and you have to figure out what the real word is. And I'm so good at it. Anyway,
girl.
I know they hate, and they'll be like, "Oh, you've been practicing, or you read all the cards." It's like, no, I'm just good at the game. Come on now, it is what it is. So Christmas was fun. I know I did all that bitching and complaining about the gift situation, but it worked out okay. I did get a lot of Bath and Body Works, which I don't know why Bath and Body Works has black people in such a chokehold, but that's my experience. I feel like this is why I started my candle business in the first place, because during the pandemic, I may have told the story before, but during the pandemic, there was a line of people waiting to get into Bath and Body Works because they were social distancing and you could only have like a certain amount of people in there at a time. And this was around Christmas time, so it had to have been either 2019 or 2020, whatever, COVID time. People were in line to get Bath and fucking Body Works during the pandemic. Yeah. And in that moment, I said, I could make a candle. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
There's money on the table. But here we are 5 years later, and y'all still will not let them people go.
No.
So I got enough lotion, hand soap. Luckily, nobody bought me any candles, but I got enough lotion, hand soap, and wallflowers.
Don't spit in my face.
Exactly, right? That's a slap in the face. Now, my one aunt, Daryl's wife, what she'll do is she'll buy, 10 or 15 candles and kind of just have them as like, whoever I missed, here's your gift. And so she did that this year, and I just opted not to take one because I'm pretty sure one of those had my name on it. I'm good. But all that other shit, body spray, I have enough to last me for the rest of the year. Y'all, and Sydney has been working there, so they have been having sales since.
Oh, she's working at Bath and Body Works?
Yeah. I thought I said that.
No, I thought she went for the interview. No, she went to
Staples. But so she got both jobs.
Oh, no. Yeah. I think she did Enterprise.
She didn't get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the last I knew about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Bath and Body Works is a seasonal position. Staples is also part-time, but she's getting more hours at Staples than she's getting at Bath and Body Works. But because she has been working there, I'm privy to the fact that they've been having a sale every week since Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And do you know them people was still up in the Bath and Body Works the day after Christmas?
Yes. Because the kids are in there spending their coin.
Y'all been in there all week since Thanksgiving.
The people is trying to spend their little
gift cards. Child, I got the lip gloss. I mean, just anything you can think of. I don't want no more Bath and Body Works. Judah did pretty good. He did, and my immediate family, like the people in my household, they did good. He got us all a pair of running shoes because I don't know if I told y'all this, but every Saturday morning we will go for the walk with the dog. As a family, we'll go for a walk. So he got us all a pair of walking shoes, an electronic toothbrush, and a water pick. Which that may not sound like a lot to some people, but for me it was right on time because the electronic toothbrush that I had was about 9 years old, and a little okay. So I don't know if y'all will get this, but like you know how you stick the head on it. It's so old that when you stick the head on it, there's like a little gap.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't matter how far I push it down.
Yeah.
And so then when I go to brush my teeth, it's loose.
Yeah.
Right? So now we all have one and we have a water pick. I felt like that was perfect. It was something I could use. It was something I needed. It wasn't nothing crazy. I really enjoyed, and I told them that. I said,
This is it.
This is it.
This is
it.
You got one.
Exactly. So Christmas was good. Oh, my other aunt, I went to her house. She did a vision board party. I haven't, well, by the time y'all see this, I would have posted it on my social media already, but I'll drop some pictures here too. We did a vision board party. I did my vision board for 2026. I kind of was not going to do it. Me personally, I was like, maybe I'm done with vision boards. But she wanted to do it, so I did it. And honestly, you can't go wrong. So I was still able to think about some things that I wanted for 2026 and put those things on there. But personally, I feel like I'm more moving away from that. And we've talked about this before. I don't think I'm in the vision board space versus just like every year just trying to be a better version of who I already am. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's not to say that like you don't you don't want to manifest new things, but I don't know, maybe it's a blessing to be able to say like I've kind of transitioned out of the space where I want this specific car, I want this specific house, I want this, I want that. It's more so I'm okay with where I'm at right now. I just want to expound on, this version of myself. And if that comes with a new car, if that comes with a bigger house, even if that comes with a better job, if that comes with more travel, all of that's fine. But I don't know if right now I'm in the space of I want these specific things and I'm putting them on a vision board, I feel like I have concepts of a vision. So that was my week.
Yeah.
It is December 31st, which is the 6th day of Kwanzaa. I don't know if anybody's celebrating Kwanzaa, but we acknowledge it.
Yes.
And the 6th day is Kumba.
Okay.
Which means joy in Swahili, and it is centered around the principle of creativity and self-expression.
Okay.
And so the goal is to encourage people to explore their creative side and to see how you can contribute to your community with your creativity.
I like that.
So, maybe do something creative with the kids for Kumba. I feel like there's probably a greeting. Isn't there? You don't know? I feel like there's a greeting for Kwanzaa. So all of the greetings start off with Habari Gani, and then what is it? And the principle is Kumba. Okay, so the greeting is Habari Gani, and the response is Kumba. Okay.
And then the one that's Mani. And
Yeah. That was earlier in the year. So y'all, if you are celebrating Kwanzaa, then you've been doing this all week. It's coming to an end. So tomorrow is Imani. So it'll be Habari Gani Imani. Nice. Anyway, if you're celebrating Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa, right? That being said, I know you talked about getting some stuff because you want to start doing some things.
Yeah, so that, and then I also looked up a social media content planner.
Oh, I like that.
So trying to like I have recordings of stuff. Like the other day,
are you somebody that like keeps a bunch of stuff in your drafts?
Right now, I have some stuff in my drafts.
Why?
Because I couldn't find my mics.
Okay.
So I need to grab one of the mics so that I can do everything. So then also because I just got this laptop, so I'm trying to figure out like how to do videos and stuff.
Okay.
Because some of my videos, like I have a long one that I did of deep cleaning the bathroom.
Okay.
And I really want to just talk about like how people's Christmas was, things like that. But I need a mic. I need a space when it's quiet because
to do voiceover.
They talk. and then like try to plan out like what I'm gonna do each day.
Yeah.
So, cause like like when I tell you I have all type of things, I have all of the like tripods, ones
Mhm.
with the lights. You
Mhm.
could one where you could take the light off, or you just have the thing to hold your phone. I have the back camera things, so I could be looking at it and then still have the back. I have a lot of the things. Okay,
Mhm.
it's what it is like having to like sit down, like set my reminders. Like if I know I'm gonna, so for me now, I realize like if I know I'm gonna record, I need to say okay, at this time, like if I'm saying I'll be here at such and such time, I need to realize like, okay, make sure you get a video of this.
Yes.
Make sure you get a video, a picture with her. Like when we went to
Mhm.
the Nutcracker, like
Mhm.
because Tiffany and I were sitting there when you went to go find your aunt, I was like, oh, picture time,
Yeah.
because we ain't doing nothing.
Right.
But it's like then you was like, we ain't get no pictures. Now we outside, and I'm cold. But
Yeah.
we didn't get a picture of us. I mean, or a video at Matchbox.
Nope.
Like it's like I need to set reminders for myself and get to myself into a rhythm of even if it's just pulling out to just do a thing to say oh we was and then do the voiceovers
Yeah.
if I'm not going to do it like there.
Mhm.
um but yeah, so I don't know, I think I'm gonna start with like voiceovers
Mhm.
and ask questions and do all the things, and then just some videos like the one I did with like a compilation of everything that we kind of did last week until we got to Christmas, and put some music behind it or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's it's a daunting task. I will say, oh, another thing I did, I tried to surprise. It ain't really happened all the way, but almost did. He has had a desk sitting for about six, maybe 4 or 5 months.
Mhm.
So he ordered this desk, like we moved in March. He ordered this desk in like April,
Mm.
came in May. So this whole time the desk has not been set up. So I set the desk up.
Oh,
He's
okay.
had a printer
Just
for
like in the box.
2 years, never
Okay.
set up
Oh
anything like that,
wow.
nothing.
Mm.
So I set the printer up.
So let him know the thing with stuff like that, like electronics and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. They do. I don't know how to say this, but like they become incompatible.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
like my printer is about 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we've updated our Wi-Fi to 5G,
Mm-hmm.
the printer is not compatible with 5G,
Um.
and so it's not the printer's fault. It's it's
Yeah.
it's 4 years old,
Yeah.
right? But I'm like, I don't use it that much. I don't want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And so now I'm having to buy like a different router
Yeah.
just for the
Just for the printer.
printer.
Yeah.
So just let him know, like with electronics and stuff like
You need to
that,
be using
you
it.
have to be using it
Yeah.
because you keep it in a box and then pull it out and you're like, oh, it's brand new. I never used it. But the software is 2 years old.
Exactly.
So,
So it worked okay. It's because when he got it, it's a newer model.
mm-hmm.
So and it worked out because like I didn't get a chance to print off Jonathan's winter packet.
Mm-hmm.
So I printed that off as a tester. Because sometimes like we don't need it all the time because I usually just like print at work or whatever.
Yeah.
But there are times when if it's the weekend and Jay's like, oh, I need such and such or I need to print this off. Now we have the ability to do that. So I did set that up because we had a conversation about like his plan for the next year. Wanting to do like really get back to like into his crypto and he wants to have like a whole command center and this that
Mm.
and the fourth. I was like okay, and that's why he was like I want a MacBook so that my phone can also have my stuff from my computer blah blah blah, da, da, da. So I was like
Okay.
that's why I surprised him with the MacBook. So now start. I want you to start your year off. Don't be in the middle of the year trying to do things.
Yeah.
Let's start your year off on the way you want it.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree.
So oh, I did. It's so funny because our family was like, nobody's buying gifts for
Okay.
anybody, right? Except for like the kids. And then my dad, he is very difficult to shop for on a regular basis. Anyway,
Most men are.
but I was on Instagram and I saw that they had this little thing that goes in your laptop, so that now you can have three
Oh, like the
monitors.
extended
Yes,
monitors? Yeah.
right. And so because every time I'm over there, he's showing somebody something and he's like clicking off here and have to minimize this because he only has one screen. So I ordered it for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and so I told my mom, I was like, because I'm like, I do stuff for my mother all the time. If she says something that she like, or I have something that she like, I'll just order it and send it to her. Or we go out to dinner. We because I'm with her a lot more.
Yeah.
It's just easier. So with him, it's I'm like I don't like to buy him junk because he don't write really. He wants computer stuff. So when I got it and he set it up, when I tell you, he didn't know what he was like a kid in a candy store.
Oh.
He literally had no idea what to do with himself, and he like so I could he had to he's like so I could watch MSNBC over here. I can do my stocks here. He's like, oh shoot, I got to find something to put on this screen. I'm like, you don't have to use. Like, you can, you don't have to use. And then my brother was like, send me that information. So when I tell you he was over the moon, so one of the things I am want to buy him to make it a little bit easier for him because his hands be awkward is a portable mouse
Mm-hmm.
or a Bluetooth mouse that can just I can put the connector in, so
Mm-hmm.
it's easier for him to drag everything over using a mouse. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
order that, but um, he was very excited
Oh,
about it. He was very
good.
excited about
I'm
it. So now they're
glad.
going on a cruise soon for his 78 76th birthday.
Okay.
He'll be turning. I think he turned 70. Either 76 or 77. They're 6 years apart, so I think it might be 77. But I was like, this way when you're out and mommy wants to watch something on TV, you can set up your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he was very excited about that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they had a good Christmas.
Everybody had a good old Christmas. I said, oh look at y'all, y'all fancy.
And you did get the MacBooks
I
because the
did.
last week you were telling us you were torn.
I was, and I didn't know I was gonna do the MacBook Pro, like MacBook Pro with the M4 chip Pro,
Mm-hmm.
or the M5. So when I went to Best Buy, he was like, "For what you're trying to do, just go with the M5." Even for me, he was like, "The M4 Pro is really just going to like move a little bit faster." And when I've like watched some of the videos, it's really like, "Oh, this one was 2 seconds slower, or this one was like 14 seconds slower." And I'm like, I don't really care about that 14 seconds or whatever. But this is the newer M5 for 2025, so the chip is newer. So I was like, for what he's trying to do, he don't give a damn. He just wanted to say pro on it, baby. So yeah, so it's we had a good Christmas. The kids got the stuff that they wanted, so
Good.
which wasn't really like they get stuff all throughout the year, so they don't really be wanting nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm just thinking about where we should go next.
So, but what do you have any for like plans that you want to do for the
Oh,
new year?
that's where we're going? Okay.
Because I said mine, at least
I'm
kind of
well,
where
no,
I want
I
to
was just
start.
bringing it up because I didn't know if you got a chance to finish talking about before you had asked me about my week. I didn't know if you got a chance to finish talking about, you said you had some things you wanted to do, but it's fine. We could go there.
No, that's this. This is the this is what I want to do. Starting like, I want to start ordering stuff and getting myself
Prepared.
prepared for. I don't want to start January. I want to start have everything now, so that January 2nd,
Mm-hmm.
I started my little. I started a little budget.
Okay.
I'm stressed about
Okay, budget.
it. I'm stressed about it because I'm like
Why are you stressed about the budget?
because don't tell me no.
Nobody's telling you no. It's not you can't have. It's I'm choosing not to.
Oh God, choices. So yeah, and then trying to get back into like working out and stuff. I did get a walker pad at work, so that's helpful. But I'm just
Have you
exhausted.
been doing your running?
It's cold.
Oh, okay.
But the other thing is, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, and I need to put this on my TikTok as well. 4 o'clock in the morning hurts,
Yeah.
and I have a very long day.
I think that also too with daylight,
Yes.
whatever we at
Yes.
savings or
Mhm.
grabbing, whatever we're doing,
Mhm.
uh, that has an effect on it as well
Mhm.
because it's not the
It's very
same.
dark.
Yeah, it's not the same 4 a.m. in December as it is in April. You
That
know.
4 a.m. First of all, I don't like. I don't care. And we're in like it's the way where we run. We could do the neighborhood, or we could just kind of be like where the businesses are. But it's too mucky out here. It's
Mhm.
gotten a bit mucky, and the fact that we live where we stay, even though like we're in a garage and his car got stolen, like it's
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
too
Mhm.
people too busy.
Yeah.
And I would rather go into the gym where everything is locked down. I don't have to open up the door
Yeah.
than to be out. So
Yeah, figure out a time that works for you.
I know. And then but it's just a long day because I'm trying to be back, starting to be back at work by 7:30. That means not getting up until 4:30, still not getting the kids till 6, getting home, dinner. So like really like preparing, and that's the other thing, like which having my planner Sunday, like Saturdays, actually doing my shopping, so that on Sunday morning I'm utilizing two of the crock pots to get stuff done. So that and actually going ahead and preparing all of the meals. So that's one less thing we're trying to do in the morning. So it's some things that I want to do, but like we've talked about, we need a bigger deep freezer. Um, it's just like
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So
for me, I also have a lot. Not really. I think, and we are different in this way, but y'all know this by now. Like I am very, I don't want to say type A. Maybe y'all would say type A. I don't think I'm type A. But when it comes to doing things and when it comes to thinking things through, it does have to be very methodical for me. I feel like I do allow room for shifts and changes, but the process itself for me has to be like A, B, C, D. That's the process. So I have a lot of ideas, but because I haven't fleshed out the process, though, to me, those ideas are still theoretical.
Yeah.
So like how you're saying, like, this is what I want to do, and I have a plan. I'm gonna do all of that. I would feel like I need to flesh out the plan before I could even say, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But I'll share with you all some of the ideas that I've been having. I want to, and I know I said this last year, but I'm serious this time.
Okay.
I do want to start applying myself in some capacity as a life coach.
Okay.
So here are my two ideas that I think will run simultaneously. And my thought is I could maybe start in January, but I've only done some thinking about this and maybe jotting down some ideas. So maybe January is a little bit too ambitious. But one of the things I thought about doing is coaching myself. I talk myself through a lot of things and I can motivate myself to do things, but it's all internal. I don't really share that process. And so I thought about using social media as a platform to share that process and give people a glimpse of what it looks like to work with me essentially. And I want to show people that I practice what, like I would never say, oh, this is what you need to do, and I don't do that myself. You know what I mean? So I thought about that as a mirror to say, like, I even talk to myself like this. And so that was part one of the idea is that I need to figure out a way to start showing that. You know what I mean? And then part two of the idea was to maybe finding a few people that would be willing to work on some things in a public facing way. Hypothetically, if you were like, okay, this is what I want to work on, coach me through this, but then let's do it on a platform where we're on TikTok or we're on Instagram or whatever, and people are seeing whatever the project is. If it's just you figuring out how you're going to get ready for this marathon, that's the goal. We discuss it on whatever platform, and then people seeing that progress. So that was the other idea that I had, but these ideas are still formulating. I don't have, you know what I mean? Like and maybe I know my sister Sanithia would say, like, you don't need all that. Like people want to see the nuts and bolts of the process. That's hard for me.
Let us behind the curtain.
The curtain. I know that's hard for me because I don't know. I don't like that. I know everybody's not like me, and there are probably some people who are like, no, I do want to see you make a mistake and see how you corrected it and see what the end result is. I'm just challenged because that I don't want to show that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just not in a place where I feel like I can show that. So that is one of my goals for 2026 is to try to figure out how to conceptualize this idea. So we'll see how y'all will see. Y'all will be the first to know how it works out, how it goes, and whatever happens, you'll see it on social media, or you won't see it, and then I'll be here talking about. I know I said this last year.
However, comma.
Right. Other than that, I have some financial goals. You and I have talked about this. One of the things that I have been known to do is to overextend myself financially. In 2025, I did my best to work on not overextending myself financially. And when I say that, I mean like for other people.
Yeah.
However, when I've done it in the past, there are still some residual effects of that. Just because I'm not doing it now doesn't mean that I'm not still paying for the consequences of having done that 2-3 years ago.
Right.
And so for this year, 2026, I'm just trying to go back and address those things, whether that means budgeting, whether that means I'm no longer waiting for people to pay me back. And I know to some extent it lets them off the hook.
Yeah.
But the battle that I've had this year is keeping them on the hook and trying to hold them accountable is hijacking my credit. And so I'm just getting to the point where I gotta let it go. You know what I mean? In order to be, because as long as I'm keeping you on a hook, we're tethered.
Yeah, you still, if you have somebody on the hook, you have to have the reins.
Yeah, I don't want to do that anymore, and it's lesson learned. Do you know what I mean? It's a consequence for me, yes, but I think the freedom in the long run will be worth it, and I have to just start looking at things in a different way. Of whatever I have done, whatever I have given out, hasn't stopped me from doing the things that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Maybe stopped me in a superficial way of like, well, I couldn't do it right now, or I had to wait to get this to do that. But it hasn't crippled me. And so I have to look at it from this perspective of you're waiting on these people to pay you back or to do what they said they were going to do, and you're still connected to them, and you still have this agreement, but your life is still moving forward. How much more freedom could you have if you just let that go and take the lesson from it to say, I'm not going to put myself in that situation again.
Yep.
And move on.
Yep.
So that's where I'm at financially. And like I said, that means you doing some budgeting. For me, that means moving some things around. It may look like putting in some extra hours or not going to as many concerts or whatever the case may be. But I think the freedom that I gained from just go ahead and disassociating and doing whatever I need to do, I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's worth it to me. Yeah. Other than that, I just want to be a better version of myself. You know, like I'm not, and I think we talked about this before. Like I'm not a new year, new me kind of person.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's a better me.
Yes.
It's a better me. Like
every year should be a better version.
Yeah. I'm okay with the person that I am. I just want to expound on that. Like, just want to be better.
Yeah.
When you think about it in that way, it's kind of hard to say, like, at least for me, it's hard to really pinpoint specifically what I'm looking forward to, what I'm working on. Because it's really like everything. It's just like, I just want to be better, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. So, we're at the end of 2025, and I want to do a pit and peak of the year.
Okay.
When you think about it, do you want me to go first? Okay. I'll do my pit first. Okay. My pits for 2025 was spring. We had to replace our HVAC system, and that was several $1,000s that I was not expecting to do. My company, I think we talked about this, my company in the fall lost the contract that I was on, and we all had to switch to a new company. That was a pit for me. It is what it is, and I feel like I handled it with grace, but I have been with General Dynamics for 12 years.
Yeah.
Having to leave the company, that was tough. Furlough, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest pit of the year, is the furlough. Especially for me as a contractor, because I didn't get paid. I mean, they allowed us to go 2 weeks into the hole using our leave, but we were out for 6 weeks. So I didn't get paid for 4 out of the 6 weeks.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, every year, because we have a timeshare, we get this statement for our maintenance fees. We own in Massanutten. We have the townhouse, what are those called? What are those called? Regal Vista. Maintenance fees they used to be $500. This year they were $848. Yes, the maintenance fees jumped up almost $350. Yeah, so that was a pit. That was a pit that came in. It slid in right at the end of the year.
And how you get out of town?
I don't know. Honestly.
They have what's the faces?
What?
They have organizations that will.
Oh yeah, they do. Like law firm. But the crazy part about it is you have to pay.
Yeah.
So me and Jude have been talking about it, and I told him we really need to figure out what we're gonna do, because that to me is unacceptable. I'm not paying $1,000 a year in maintenance fees. That crossed the line for
Because
me.
I'm like, what are you maintaining? And the thing is, if multiple people own this timeshare, that means you're getting how much from these people?
Exactly. Not to mention we already paid for it. I think our time so and this is our fault and I this is something that I severely regret, but it is what it is. I had the condo. I had the what do you call the condos?
The kind of, I don't know the names of them.
I can't think of the name of it either. But I had a little condo. It was
Mm-hmm.
the newest ones that they built before they
Mm-hmm.
built the townhouse.
Mm-hmm.
The maintenance fees on that was I think $199 a
Mm-hmm.
year. Let me give you some context. This was about 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Before I got married, I owned the condo by myself. The
Mm-hmm.
maintenance fees on that was $199 a year, right? It
Mm-hmm.
was a 2 bedroom condo. So I get married, we go to Massanutten. We were going every year. Some years we would skip it, but we go. Judah has a great time. He's like, I love it. We need a
Mm-hmm.
bigger one. I said, no, let's not get a bigger one because I can always exchange
Yeah.
for a bigger one.
Yeah.
Let's keep what we have and we can exchange.
Right.
So we have been doing that for a while. But sometimes the townhouses aren't available. So you try to exchange, it's not available.
Yeah.
So we're staying in the condo and they do the owners oh, we're going to show you what we've done
Oh,
and
child.
give you breakfast, blah blah blah. So they do that. And I'm not blaming anybody.
Right, because I'm gonna tell you something. The level of no's that I say.
Yeah, when I say I'm not blaming anybody, Judah was very excited. He'd already said that he wanted a bigger,
Mm-hmm.
space. So when they're doing the tour, they get
They
him.
get
He's
him.
sucked in.
He was sucked in before they even had to say
Exactly.
anything.
And I'm really but I'm like, what he wants to do. We've been coming here a lot. Maybe it'll be worth it
Right.
in the end.
Right.
Well, that same year, we're in Afghanistan.
Right.
And so at that time, money's flowing. It makes
It's no
sense.
thing. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
no thing.
Yeah.
It's all sounding good and making sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we get the townhouse. Get the townhouse. We used it twice. We've had it 13 years. We've used it twice.
And you know what it sounds like? Because so my mom has a timeshare, but theirs is in the Bahamas. Child, they ain't been back to the Bahamas in I don't know how long. But they use the RCI to do do a lot of the other stuff. So we'll go to Macedonia. I mean, we've gone to Macedonia 3 times in a year and just use like the extra vacation or whatever. But she just mentioned over Christmas, she was like, I've been trying to get y'all to do this bohemian visit, because we have the condo, we have the timeshare, da 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 da. And I'm like, girl, let's set it up. Let's set it up.
Everybody's different. And my aunt too offered. She's like, "Well, I'll use it. I'll go." Every situation is different. I think for us at the time, we both thought we had been going, so we thought, "Oh, we'll still go."
Yeah.
But when COVID happened, nobody was going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It just things came up. Things always come up,
Yeah.
and a year goes by, and then you realize, damn, we
ain't done
never
nothing.
get a chance to do it,
Yeah.
right? So all of this just to give you all some context as to why I'm irritated about this, because now I feel like we gave them the $500 every year for the last 12 years that we've had it. Now we're at year 13 and they're talking about $848. I want to get rid of it.
Yeah. I would want to get rid of it and be having a conversation.
I want to get rid of it. So they don't do buybacks. From what I've heard, and if y'all know anything, drop down in the comments to let me know. From what I've heard, you either have to default on it and let them take it, so like foreclose on it, or you have to get a lawyer and sue them in order to break your contract. But then the lawyer obviously is going to want their fee.
Yep.
If y'all interested to know about this process, I'll keep you updated. But as for right now, I don't know what I'm going to do. The only recourse I have right now is I'm not paying that maintenance fee.
Yeah.
They probably going to send me the collections or do whatever they do. but I don't care at this point. I don't want it.
Yeah.
And the other part about this is you can use RCI without owning anywhere.
Yeah.
That whole thing to me is like a scam because we use RCI more than we would use Massanutten itself. So I told Judah, if that's the case, why don't we just renew our RCI membership and you can buy points from RCI? But a lot of times you don't even need points. You can just exchange or you can book the vacations for whatever their price is, which is usually most of the time cheaper than booking right through the website. So I don't know, but that was the last one that came in before the end of the year. What were your pits for the year?
I don't think I have had any.
That's a blessing.
That's what I'm saying. I I have been very much so like very blessed.
Amen.
Very blessed. We and so anything
Oh,
that
your
has,
dog died.
that wasn't my dog,
Oh,
and that was last year.
that was in 2025.
I know it was last year because last Christmas when we went to New York
Mm-hmm.
and we only went for the day, and I had to have somebody come watch Jace.
The dogs. Okay.
Yeah, I had to go.
Okay.
So and Don had already been,
Okay.
laid to rest, and he was here through a snow.
Okay.
That's why, and I would always be like, "Is he deep enough? Is somebody gonna come?" So no, so that didn't happen.
Okay.
The only thing that has happened has been like to other people. And so like Janae losing her vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Davon getting his vehicle stolen. But then the blessing is that this one I got the newest vehicle. It's enough space, blah, blah, blah. I worked through the furlough. So that wasn't, I mean, it sucked, but it wasn't like,
It didn't impact you.
It
really.
didn't impact us. We haven't, anyone close to me, like my grandmother, things like that, we haven't lost anything. I'll say maybe, but we weren't even talking. We haven't really talked at all this year, but I'll say maybe one of the pits is like I have lost like a relationship with my cousin. Like that has kind of like there has been some turmoil and some things that have happened in the family where, as you know, like I'm a pick a side kind of person.
Yeah.
And every side, any day, twice on Sunday, I'm gonna pick my mama's side. And however she feeling is exactly. I'm one of those friends. Like if somebody that I'm close to doing fool la la with you, the fool la la is not happening. And not to the point of I don't even have conversation. Like it's nothing for me to say when I know that the person and you know Bettina, she loves she as she say she tries to be so Christian. And
you're gonna give everybody a chance.
She gives a chance after chance after chance after chance. And for me, I've gotten to a place where if I'm feeding into you, I need you to reciprocate.
Yeah.
And then I'm also like, I'm not judging anybody on what they want to do and how they want to move and things like that. But I am conscientious of what I allow in my space if I also want to be blessed in that. And so if it's not something that I can sit with, if it's not something that I would do in my own space, or I could have in good conscience be like, that's cool, I just don't want to even get involved. And as my mother said, you just got to love folks from a distance. And it's unfortunate because now, as my grandmother's getting older, she's like, I just want my family together. And it's like, what people have gotten used to, and I think that this is a lot, and I think this has happened in a lot of different families where you're so used to being like, we're going to come together because we family. We're going to do this because we family. And I think that has been what has allowed people to do things and still have family. Yeah. And still be embraced. And I think as we have, as a culture, have gotten better words or better ways of saying like boundaries, and now people, especially like my mom, like when I say her boundaries were so gray, that now that she has gotten to the point where she's like, nah, I'm just not accepting this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing my part. I'm just not going to accept anything less than. And so I will say that I think that's the biggest pitfall. But I feel like my relationship has definitely been flourishing. And then my vehicle is, we working on it. The kids are good, and I think the girls are going through their own growing pains.
Mm-hmm.
We just had to have this big heart to heart conversation because a lot of y'all people don't. Some people know, or I don't think people know, but so the boys and I live at Devon's, and the girls they stay at the house. And one of my really close friends, she's fell on some hard times, and so I offered for her to also stay at the house.
And by choice, because the girls could stay at Devon's if they wanted to.
This is one of the things that I had said to myself and promised myself years ago from when I was living with Janae's dad. I had to move back home and this, that, and the fourth. So I told myself if I move, I won't be in. And then I have somebody had Jonathan's father live with me, and that was a whole didn't he out and this, that, and the fourth. So I always said their home will always just be their home.
Mm-hmm.
If I did something, if I went somewhere, if I met somebody, and even though they call him dad and he is as much of a father figure, it's just something about them knowing that their house is their house and that there is no like somebody's just going to be in and out of there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's their space. So even when they pissed off with him, they go home. There is no, oh, he gonna be up in the, you know what I'm saying? Even though we ride to work every day, and there is a conversation, but it's allowing them to start off already having a soft landing.
Yeah.
So they don't feel like, oh, it's too many of us in this house. I need an apartment. She's moving into the basement. We have dinner together. We still do all the things together, but this is just allowing it. We have just more space right now. Trying to buy a house in this market, and then I love my home, but it is 6 of us, and it's too many of us to be in that space.
Right.
Bad chat, please.
Mm-hmm.
So we are looking to expand and buy something that's bigger, but it's been helpful because with him not having a car, it's not forcing him to then go here and have to just buy something with this kind of market because he works on the weekends. I'm out and about. It helps with making sure somebody has the kids. We're not shuffling the boys back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
The girls are, Jayla be 17 next year. She doesn't have to change her school. She's not getting up any early. Like everybody still has like their routine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing has really changed outside of us having to go there to pick up Janae. But again, even in that, it's a blessing that we're able to do all of the things. So even with that, I think also living together has helped to bolster our relationship. And I feel like with the boys, and that was my biggest thing because we were always passing Joshua back and forth. And I needed, especially losing Justin, I needed the boys to grow up together and not so on their own. Like, I don't even want Joshua to feel like he was an only
like
child.
You're not here every weekend. I'm not here every weekend. So we don't get that time together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so there's some things that has also happened with Jonathan's dad where he hasn't been around. So that has even more so had to reinforce some relationships and some male, interactions. So it's just something though. Like I think more. I'll say this. I guess about like family stuff has brewed up. Over this, has kind of bubbled over this year. Things that have kind of always happened, and it's always been at a simmer. But I think getting ready to be 40, things are starting to get a little, boo. But other than that, I feel like this year has been very smooth sailing with my immediate family. My mom, my dad, my siblings, everybody's good. My kids are good.
So then what would you say are your peaks?
So my peaks, I would say, my top moments of 2025, my first one is, and y'all may not realize this or know this, our trip was off my first girls trip.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was my very first. No, that's not true because I went with Mercedes.
So it felt like your first girls trip. Okay.
It really did because that was fun. This was the first girls trip where there wasn't dramatics.
Okay.
There was no dramatics. And on my previous trip, it wasn't like drama, but it was very catty.
Okay.
And so that's that. And I don't talk to any of those people. Well, I only talk to the person that invited me because it was her birthday. But she barely talked to the people that she even invited to the party. So it was a little cat. But I think so that was really great, and I think that having Davon have to be the parent
was an experience for him.
It was an experience. And then this last trip with my mom, I think this year of me just being able to do things on my own has been the peaks for me. It's like,
Mhm.
girl, leave that man and them children. It's hard because I love him. That's my. He and I are really good. Like, we are cool.
Mhm.
You know how like we cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what you doing? And so it's been difficult, but it's much needed, and I definitely enjoyed it.
My peaks, I've had quite a few as
Okay,
well.
I'm with it.
I would also say our trip, the girls'
Mhm.
trip, was a peak for me.
Mhm.
Sydney's graduation was a
Yes.
peak. Going to Once Upon a Con, the book
Mhm.
conference
Mhm.
that I went
Mhm.
to,
Mhm.
fantasy book conference I went to, Cowboy Carter, that was a peak. The content creator event that I went to a couple months ago,
Mhm. Mhm.
that was a moment for me.
Mhm.
And then my friend Shantae's trip to St. Lucia.
Oh.
That for me that was a peak because the trip had already been planned, paid for. It just so happened to fall in the furlough. And so as I'm sitting at home not being able to do anything, that was one thing I could look forward to.
Yeah.
And know that it's
It's
already
already
paid
done.
for.
Now I'm just having the time.
I'm just having a time.
Yeah.
Right? I don't got to stress
Yeah.
about money. I can really like relax.
Yeah.
And that was a good girls trip too. We had a good time. I consider it a peak. It was a really good trip.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna speak for myself because I don't know everybody else's dynamic with the other people,
Mhm.
but I know me personally. I have some personalities that I just had to really try to keep it cute for, and so that was my own personal experience. But that was still a peak for me. And then being able to see the Boy Is Mine tour, the Boy Is Mine concert,
Random for you.
random. That was such a peak.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So 2025 was okay.
2020.
It was pretty good.
Okay. I tell you what, Aaron Pierre walking down that thing. Oh, fine. And then to top it off,
was that this,
Anthony,
did that happen this year?
Yes.
That was this year?
Yes.
This now one thing I will say about 2025, it's been a long fucking year. It's been a long year.
Let me tell you something. This motherfucker changed one more name of something. I'm going to lose my.
But you know what? That's a blessing. Even with all the craziness going on in politics, and it does affect us, right? I'm not going to sit up here and say it doesn't affect us, but even with all the craziness going on, for us to still be able to live our life and have those positive moments, for me, I feel like that's a silver lining, right? Because shit is fucked up. Laws are being changed every day, and you don't know what it's like, which way is up at this point.
Right.
So to be able to still have some positive moments in a year like that, I think makes it even sweeter.
Yeah.
Last week you had talked about we're going into 2026 without a lot of people. And so I just want to take a moment. There may be more, but these are
that we know,
the notable ones. So we lost Pope Francis.
Mm-hmm.
Diane Keaton.
Yes.
That was the actress you were trying to think of with the glasses, whose name would not come to me.
Had escaped me, girl. You don't know me. Oh, I love her.
That was sad. Gene Hackman. I don't know if y'all know who he is. He's another actor. Val Kilmer. We lost your boy Malcolm Jamal Warner.
I love him.
Ozzy Osbourne. I forgot about that. Angie Stone and D'Angelo.
That man lost both his parents.
I know. Irv Gotti. We lost Roberta Flack. I didn't realize George Foreman died this year. I was like, where was I? I missed that. Dick Cheney died. I think that was the most recent one. And then I know Shantae lost one of her cousins this year. I know Ruby just lost one of her cousins a couple weeks ago. So I know we have some of our fans. Yeah. We have some friends and family. I know Davon lost.
So he lost. So his cousin she was killed 4th of July weekend. He lost one of his aunts passed away this year. And I think that but I had a cousin, my cousin Darion's husband passed away. Another cousin that we have was they up? No, they were here. I know they were here. I can't think of their names. They passed. We've had a couple of different, and I think that within the weeks of each other. It's been,
Yeah. So just want to acknowledge them. Rest in peace to them.
And then understand that whatever decisions that you decide to make, when you are not speaking to people or have reached these boundaries, understanding that some of those people may not make it to that next year. And you either, if you know that you will be regretful that you didn't have some conversations, or maybe you should do that, even if it's just to have that ending conversation, and that you don't know what that will lead to, reconciliation or just the freedom of that. But knowing that every year is not promised to you or to anyone else, and to know where you are. If it's a hard boundary, that's your business, and nobody's telling you to do anything. But people that you don't like, Malcolm Jamal was not doing anything crazy.
Right.
He wasn't an old man. He was on the next, ready for the next season of his show, on vacation, having a time. So, but yeah, it's unfortunate. I know, and I hate to be the person to say it. Oh, that boy did get shot up too. Charlie Kirk.
Oh, Charlie Kirk. Yeah.
Child, and guess who else died? Nicki Minaj.
Don't say that.
I'm talking about in social media.
Okay.
They killing her. They killing her every day. They killing her in social media every day. They are. I have to bring it light. I have to bring it up a little bit.
Yeah, no, we do. We can't end it like that.
We can't end it on a,
you know,
like that. Ball water done died. Yeah. You know, we can't end it on that. But they killing Nicki Minaj every day in social media.
She fighting for her life.
She cut her Instagram.
Oh, she turned her Instagram off?
What's the face? Deactivated it. She said, "Take me home."
Damn.
Gavin Newsom said, if you need to know more about Megan's Law, yes, throwing shots at the Minaj.
Wow.
Killing her. You hear me?
Wow.
People is ripping up her flags, throwing away her albums. This is what people say all the time. You could do what you want, but there are consequences.
There are consequences. There are consequences. We've talked about this before, you know, the art and the artist. And it's one of those things that as consumers, you know, we do have to think about and challenge ourselves, like, you know, where do you stand between the art and the artist? And maybe for some people that line, you know, it's
you know what, I think it's starting to be a little bit more blurry. And it's probably not gonna come out the way that I want it to come out, but hear me out. Know my heart.
Stick with you.
Stick with me. Hang in there. With Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, like all these people, and I'm not saying that anything that they're doing was not right. Even Diddy, I ain't saying that nothing was right. But I think what it is that there was a level of secrecy, a level of magical
smoke and mirrors,
right? I think the difference with now that social media is as big as it is
in public,
your brand is no longer just what you sell us. It is what you put out there.
It's your personality.
Is what your personality is. It is all the things. And you can't sell me this music and then go on a tour, especially, and then go on a tour and then promote your tour on social media. Because now we are aligning all the different things, right? When you look at Bill Cosby, he's not, like, there was some slipperage of wording when it was a time that slipperage was happening all over. It was loose lips, don't sink ships. And nothing was happening. I think with R. Kelly, it was, this happened, but it was very much so like, but did you really see it? Was this? It was a lot of, again, smoke and mirrors. And now, but he wasn't, like, he was on tour, he was doing this, but it didn't align with this garbage that he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I think and you wouldn't look at his social media and see garbage. You would just see
the image that
you want you to see. You cannot go from, and the image that what his array was the same thing. Across the years, he has been the same R. Kelly from what we saw. You cannot go pro-black and then be with her. And what I mean by them are the people that were talking about you, who said that you are not a good, like, to me, that shows the level of integrity that you have, not just for yourself, but for your people.
Yeah.
And for the people that have supported you. And we're not just talking about black people or black women, black men. There's a lot of LGBTQ folks that are like, hey, that you know is your fan base. And I don't care what Erica knew who she married. There's no conversation to be had. I don't care that your husband was brutally murdered. You also represent a certain thing. It's basically saying to me, and this is how I look at it, not just in my purview. It would be like me being sad for a Klansman's wife. I just can't. It's so sad for you, but you weren't concerned. You knew who you married when he was out here lynching people. that verbiage is lynch verbiage.
Mm-hmm.
It can get someone killed. It is propaganda. You know who you married. I can't be sad for that. And I feel like it's the same way that Caucasians may feel about Coretta Scott King. You knew who you married. You knew we ain't like that Negro. That's your business. I feel like you feel how you could feel. I could feel how I could feel. His people are supportive of that. His people are mourning him, and that's your business. I ain't tap dancing to nobody's grave, but I'm also like I'm gonna save my tears and my flowers for my own. So they killing her.
Yeah. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. No, it's fine. Them having their opinions,
And they should.
or them having their,
because you don't want to put your money towards
their
that
discourse about her actions now. Rightfully so. These are your fans. These are your supporters, and they have a choice to say, I don't support it.
Yeah. So. And people would, child. I will say this. It's so funny to me. And who said it? Janae brought up a good point. I saw a picture of Caitlyn. Why on the thing it said why Bruce done gave up Caitlyn? Because it was all Bruce, like no put together. And so Janae was like, well, yeah, he did that so he wouldn't go to jail.
What was he gonna go to jail for?
He was driving drunk and murdered that lady.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, right before he transitioned. And so then Davon had mentioned, was it Davon or somebody else? I think it might have been somebody else on social media. Oh, she's doing all this because she don't want to go to jail, meaning her husband. But so whatever, because not reporting like supposed, whatever he had not done. Correlations.
I didn't know that.
I said, we'll see how the new year come out.
Yeah.
We'll see how the new year come out. Well, we will have Megan won her court case, and when I say she's sending out subpoenas like they was Christmas cards. You hear me? She said, who won one? Oprah. You get a subpoena. You get a subpoena. You get a subpoena. People crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
So what are you hoping for 26? Do you know yet?
I don't know yet for my personal life, but for the podcast though, I'm hoping that we can elevate, and I'm also I want to elevate, but I'm also trying to figure out what that means.
Yeah.
And
what does it look like?
Yeah.
I get that.
But we've been saying this. Like, I do want this to grow. I'm really clear on what does growth look like.
Yeah. I already said it. And in the time that we are not there, I'm getting myself together. Period. Because we're gonna be doing some meet and greets. We're gonna be doing some things. Yeah. And people gonna want to talk to us.
I think so too. I think so too.
We are a good time, and I'm a better time when I know people though. I do be. I do. I am a good time. If I don't know,
I mean, you are a good time, but it's
This is what happens.
I'm also like. But then you don't know nobody, you be quiet. So.
I know, but in this, because I'm I'm a performer.
Okay.
I haven't guessed.
Okay.
I didn't know Uncle Daryl, but I was cool with Uncle Daryl.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, I think it's also, I don't know. Because I think there's a version of you that is like, okay, I know I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
But I think it's also a version of you that's like, I'm really uncomfortable, and so I'm going to give the bare minimum. And
I feel like I'm like
but and that's not a bad thing. I just think, like, as we have reconnected, I have learned about your personality that the person that's around me is not always the person that's going to be around everybody else.
I'm not going to show up in every room.
So I'm okay with that. It's just like knowing that and understanding that. And so then when we get in certain rooms, I just have to be like, okay, she must be cool with them because she's a little bit more bubbly, or she not saying too much, so okay, she don't fuck with everybody here.
And it don't be that. See, this is why we want people. It don't be like I don't mess with them. I just
I'm feeling people out.
Yeah. Because I like to meet people where they at. Because I can be a lot.
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. I be cool, but I can be a lot. Like Davon thinks I'm a lot sometimes. It just depends.
I don't think so.
Yes, I can be a lot.
So.
But I also be like.
I'm trying to think, when are you a lot? I don't think so.
I feel like sometimes I can be a lot.
Well, maybe I just find it funny.
I think that'd be what it is.
And he don't find it funny. He be annoyed.
So I think what it is he's not used to my personality. Like, I'm not, okay. He is used to my personality, but he doesn't get this on multiple.
Okay, he hasn't seen it from other people, so it's unusual to him.
So like my personality, you also will get it from your brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to definitely get it from your sister. Like,
right.
Like you have other people in your life that be like, oh, that's just how
they crazy. Yeah. That is true.
For me and him, it like I don't argue. Either we either have a conversation or I shut down. I'm just not gonna argue.
Mm-hmm.
For him, he's used to it's a
Somebody
problem.
being
Let's have
combative with him.
yes.
Yeah.
And then I also I'm gonna put a joke on the problem so that we can have a conversation about it.
Do he feel like you don't take it serious? Like you always playing, you don't take nothing serious?
I think he do. I really think he do. We just had a little thing the other day, and usually I would joke it off, but it triggered me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say I was mute for like 2,
So you shut down.
I completely shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Completely shut down. And somebody knows that they wrong in them, because the thing is we know each other well enough where my shutdown, it wasn't like, you know how when you shut down your computer and you hitting all the buttons to do like a thing. No, mine baby was a manual. It went.
You did a hard
it
shutdown. You unplugged it.
It's unplugged. It didn't even get a chance to. You plug me back in. It's like, do you want to go back to your? You know,
You left all the windows up.
Everything
all
was
the tabs
open. So did a hard, and I think in that moment he was like,
I fucked up.
What's the man say? And this is in that moment he knew he fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And so for 2 days, and to the point where, and even with that, and this is what I've gotten better at doing, because I will usually just shut down completely.
Mm-hmm.
Still have to do bedtime story. I still have to, Joshua would still want to chat me up.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan still wants to have conversation, and I never want the kids to be like, "What's wrong with you? Why you?" Because then it makes it even more kind of thing.
Awkward, yeah.
Very awkward. So, but then he came and apologized, and it's still when I plugged back in, it still took me a minute to like unclick some of these tabs because I was pissed. Yeah, I was, as Tony Baker would say, I was pissed, ready to fight. But because of that, now it's like, oh, I will say, like, that's one of the peaks I will say in our relationship is like this year has, especially like living together, it's allowed us to see each other's like wholesale.
Mm-hmm.
And like we on the same cycle, and I've had to tell him like, I'm about to come on, so you need to check your attitude. What are you talking about? And I'm literally like, I'm about, and I knew I was getting ready to come on. So when he spazzed, and I was like, I'm the one supposed to be PMSing. It's me with the hormonal changes. But I should know that because like when I was pregnant with Joshua, he was sick too. He was all the things. So anyway, but I want us to be meet and greeting.
Okay.
And I want to be like, what's up? But I'm like an iPhone.
Yeah, y'all know if she do that,
then
y'all really gonna know this is a performance.
It's just a little jig.
Y'all gonna know that's the performance.
Nah, I'm like an iPhone 5. When I'm fully charged, I can work. The battery go down fast.
So the meet and greet's gonna be quick. She got an hour of battery. Yeah, I got the.
Then I'd be like, all right, Latoya, I see you in like 2 weeks, girl. But nah, I think this is what I am open to. I am open to meeting new people.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we could maybe do like
friendships.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I was gonna say we could do maybe like small groups. Like it doesn't have to be a big meet and greet type situation, but it could be like a small like coffee shop type meet and greet. Like we start there. I'm with it.
Yeah, I feel like. I feel like when we really gonna start popping off, especially when we have these guests.
Yeah,
it will open up the floodgates for other people to see what we got going on.
I'm looking forward to more guests for 2026.
Yes.
We
have a good time with the guests.
Yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all have to tell us what y'all prefer because sometimes I feel like when we have guests on, I feel like the episodes are so good. Mm-hmm. But then when I look at the analytics, it's like people won't really be watching. I'm like, why?
Right.
Like this was so good.
I don't know.
So it's like it's hard to really know what people want to see, and then y'all don't be giving us feedback for real. Like the ones that watch faithful, our faithful 23. We'll hear.
We going out here.
We'll hear from them.
Yeah,
but not really though, because they watch every week, so they're kind of like, oh, whatever y'all do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's cool. But
you know what? I would prefer that we have a fan base that feels that way. Like whatever y'all do, we just here to support and want to watch. Because when you get too many people like, I wish I would do this, I wish I would do. Now we all over the place,
and it's hard to please everyone.
Yeah.
But I guess for me, I feel like we don't really have a like sometimes I feel like we don't know which way to go. We think it's good, but then it'd be like, but nobody watched it. But then when we talk to people, they're like, oh yeah, everything's fine. But like, why the numbers not reflecting that.
I think also we've started this in a time where like COVID's kind of over. You know, people are back out doing their thing. So, and I'm even big social media people. I mean, podcasters are seeing the hit in the numbers and people that are watching things like that. I just say this: I'm excited for like. Not because I watch the show. I watch us. Even I can't. Sometimes my voice be like, "Girl, shut up," or "Speak up." What are you saying? Get it together. Let your brain and your mind talk to each other. Like, what are you talking about? Like, can you imagine in, let's say, even like 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
And now in 3 years, Jayla's 21.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, now going back to the episodes, and I'm talking about like when Joshua was a little baby.
Yeah.
Or this, that, and the fourth.
Yeah.
Or whatever. All of those things. It's like the growth of it all.
Yeah.
Because like now, and to look back in 5 years and be like, girl, look at your skin.
I know.
Girl, what you was over there doing?
Yeah. I agree with that. I do that now.
Yeah.
I do that now. I watch the old ones and be like, what was we talking about?
Girl, y'all just be chatting it up. Then I'd be like, oh, y'all see how she done got, I'd be like, I'm getting better with that intro. Go ahead. And then when I slip, I'd be like, that's what you get. You got too confident. Shut your ass up.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
That was another great episode.
Ending 2025. Make sure you
like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Drop down in the comments, how was your Christmas? How are you spending your New Year's? Even if you just say Happy New Year. We love it all.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We'll drink to that.